How's it going, guys? So, today's video is a weird one because I was thinking of a video idea for the longest time on a Sunday. Today's Sunday, and I just couldn't think of one. I really couldn't. So, we're gonna have a fun one today. I was just kind of thinking about some GAC stuff, and even TW stuff as well. I this is a top 10 most annoying characters to deal with in GAC. Um, these are the characters that just they strip away your banners, your protection. That they are the meanest people ever. They're so annoying. You see this tab right here? They're so annoying. These guys absolutely suck. I hate having to deal with some of these. So I have a couple of these. The first one is probably the more annoying people, and then the bottom ones are not as annoying. But let's start off here. I mean, actually, before we get into it, I mean, look at all these different people who are dark side. It's so funny to see this. Everybody here is almost nearly all dark side except for this nest here, this lone nest. And I thought it was kind of funny. I'm not too sure if you guys thought so too. But I mean, also on top of that, there's a lot of separatists in here too. So I mean, just starting this off, guys. Dengar. Dengar is one of the most annoying people to have to deal with in a GAC because of his AoE. Mini Mind Mayhem. He can just, last second you're using your JTR squad. You leave everybody, or you kill everybody and you just leave Dengar for last. He just got off using his other special, and he has this one upcoming here next. If you don't get to him close enough, or fast enough, man, you're gonna let this guy get his AoE off, and it's just not looking too hot. You're gonna lose so many banners if you if you don't kill him fast enough. But that's like the thing here. It's hard to manage him fast enough because he has a grizzled veteran unique here, which has some stealth. Whenever he is crit, he gets stealth, and then the JTR team, if you do any AoEs to him or you just crit him anyway, anyhow, he's going to get stealth. So you gotta like kind of maintain him in a sort of a fashion to make sure that he dies before you do that, or maybe you bait off the AoE and then you have enough time, you save yourself some more time to kill him and get more banners for your team. So I've actually lost so many banners just from this solo guy here. He's so annoying. I actually am thinking about, down the line, getting him to tier 13 because he can just be even more durable, more harder to kill, so more people are going to lose banners versus my team. We'll have to see, though. Okay, the next one here is Dorota Cut. Dorota Cut, so he doesn't have any AoEs built in, but man, the amount of times I have been just absolutely obliterated from a Dorota Cut's destructive arm. Wow, what a name. Armament. Name. I didn't even know that was his name. Well, it's pretty much his blasters, his one shot, pretty much. He goes in this first, is how he plays. The AI plays. He goes in damage immunity first. He gets all these extra what are they called? The charges going for him, and then if he uses this, he does so much extra damage for each each stack of charge he does, and it does true damage. So you can be using Jedi versus a team like this, like a Grievous team perhaps. And let's say maybe you lost a savior, you already used the savior, and then nobody has foresight, I guess it doesn't matter anyways because you can't be evaded in this attack. But let's just say, you lost Savior, you're about to kill everybody, but then you have this Jordica who has damage immunity on him. And he just happens to use this onto your Jolie Bindo, and he's just gone. The amount of times that's happened to me, and it doesn't have to just be Jolie, but it can happen to anybody, in that team, or in a CLS team, or JCR team, or Emperor Palpatine team. He has been able to one-shot one of my guys so many times I just cannot count. This is such a good character. He really is inside this faction, outside of it, because he can just one-shot somebody. He is a defensive mastermind, honestly. He's so scary. He's a monster. So that's Dorota. He's really scary. The next up is also Grievous. So these are some leaderships here. Actually, a video I was thinking about doing, maybe you guys would be interested, is a video all about like some of the best leaderships in the game, which can also, I mean, we've just tied that back into the best squads in the game, but maybe just go all about the leaderships, maybe do some fun video there or something, I don't know, you guys let me know. But this is the next guy on the list, is General Grievous. His AoE can really ruin you. He's AoE, of course, and you lose a lot of banners, a lot of protection. So the ones I'm thinking of when I use this versus is in like a 5v5 scenario, because I know it's 3v3 right now, you can't do much about that, but usually it would be in a 5v5, and I would usually either use Shakti clones, JKR, depending on like the team composition, or use EP. So those 3 teams I would use for the most part. The only one that I would not get, a whole lot of banners drained from is the EP team, because I'm much faster than them and I can kind of control them a lot better. But in the other 2, oh boy, they this guy General Grievous just ruins my entire day. On not only him, but there's other people that are building those AoEs up with him, like the B1s and the B2s. But this guy in particular is so much more annoying because you can't do much to really get to him early on because of his metalloid monstrosity. He marks somebody else whenever he goes below 100% health. It has to be a droid at least. But that's so annoying because you really are going to be stuck behind him, or stuck behind like another droid for like a long part of the battle when you want to go for him because he is the most important one to kill. Yeah, you can go JKR and go that route to mark him, but in my experience at least, versus like a relic up Grievous team, my maybe like mediocre relic up JKR and Jedi, they just can't handle it. They really can't. So I would have to go either Shock T clones or the EP team for my way. But I mean, his AoEs, his stuns, everything about this guy is really scary. And that there's a reason why he's always on defense. He's just so good. He just drains banners all the time. So he's great. This guy here is Darth Revan. Same kind of reasons. I think this guy is really great on defense. I think he should be always used on defense, in my opinion, kind of like Grievous, because he's so fast that he can get off a lot of these things. He has a lot of control mechanics with his fears. He gets a lot more turns with his ferocity. But the most important thing here is why he's so annoying and scary is his Force Storm. Yeah, the fears from the insanity can be scary at times. But this one is actually the damage dealer. This one does a lot of AoE damage, and depending on the relic of the Darth Revan, mine's only relic 1. Like relic 7 is going to be very scary if you have like 15 stacks of ferocity. That's a lot of extra damage, and this can just ruin your days. And I've lost a lot of banners versus this team in particular, even using my gas, CLS, no matter what it's going to be, I usually lose banners regardless. So this guy's really great for a defensive team because of his Force Storm. And also, on top of that, why he's so annoying is whenever he, it's on this actually last one, I think. Whenever Darth Revan falls below half health, he equalizes immediately with the other healthiest ally. And that makes him a lot more tough to kill. And on top of that, with his leadership, I think, built in is that, I kind of forget where it is, but they can't get stunned, I think. And, where is it? They're immune to TMR, I think, for one, but they can't. I think for him, he can't get stunned, so it makes him even harder to kill, and just makes him all around really good for GAC defensive stuff. So that's him. The next guy here is, of course, Newt Gunray. The amount of times I have been dubious dealing to. Not from. I've been the one, the victim here of getting the extortion. This guy's a pain in the butt. He's probably one of the best. Sneaky. I mean, you can say sneaky, but I think at this point in the game, he's just that good. Like, everybody knows about Newt now. People should be scared. Whenever you see a Newt on defense, no matter what the comp is, you should be kind of nervous a little bit. That's just how I think of it. I mean, extortion is so good because you're going to pretty much make them in a kind of a at a choice where they have to make a decision, like if they want to pay their taxes with the extortion or if they want to keep on going. But then if that's the case and he's a leadership, he's going to get so much extra stacking speed and potency for all separatists with extortion. It's just kind of scary. And extortion can reduce and lose some 20% max health. So on top of that, you're going to be kind of just stuck behind extortion after extortion if you have the right team comp and stuff like that. But the other thing I think is really annoying about Newt is that you can kill him, but if you do kill him, he's going to come right back with really good TM. I think, 100% turn meter, and he's going to have stealth too. So even if you do kill him, he's going to probably just extort you even more and more and more. And if you wanted to, you can toss in Watts on board here. He can revive your Newt. So this guy's he's a top one. He's got to be one of the most annoying guys in the game for GAC. I mean, extortion is extortion. You got to deal with it, or you're going to pay the consequences, like the taxes, right? So that's him. We have a lot. Last 5 here. We're going to do just 10 for the video. These are kind of not as OP as the other ones, because I do think those other guys can just strip banners almost all the time in my case. But these guys are a little bit more manageable, but if you don't control them, then you can be kind of losing some banners anyways. So this first one is Geo Spy. If you guys have any experience with using Trey Scion versus the bugs, probably not going to be that big of a deal. But if you don't have a good relic or a good gear up Scion and perhaps even Trey, this guy's going to cause you some big issues. And the reason why is because he has immediately some stealth. He's going to be getting, I think, off the start. Yep, at the start of the encounter, he's going to have stealth for 3 turns, and whenever he scores a critical, he's going to get more stealth. But the biggest thing here is a TM gain that he's going to get. Whenever a Geo ally inflicts a debuff during their turn, he gets 35% more turn meter. And that, on top of his other illicit intel, he gets even more of these stacks of, or not stacks, but these potency things landing on them, even more TM gain. And on top of that, he has this big hit. This is the biggest scary hit. Kind of thinking this towards the Dorota Cut, just kind of one-shotting somebody. It's very, very scary. And it says here, it deals 40% more damage. It dispels all stats effects on them, and it deals 40% more for each dispelled effect. So, debuffs and buffs, both. So lots of extra damage potential. So very, very scary one. On top of that, I mean, not on top of that, but on the other flip side of this, on offense, great guy for like just one-shotting somebody. The Geos are great both offensively and defensively in my opinion, but this guy on defense I have lost some because he just one-shot me, so that's that. And then the next guy here is Sith Trooper. So this one's a bit newer for me, at least. Maybe for you guys it hasn't been, but I've been fighting a lot more people with First Order on defense as of recently because of people going for the new Kylo, right? And this AoE is just deadly. It deals more damage for each currently defeated First Order and Sith ally. A full First Order team can be quite devastating at times, and this guy is one that I would be the most concerned about if I ever were to fight any other First Order in the future, minus, of course, a Kylo, Galactic Legend Kylo. Let's just think of it being like a crew team, other First Order, and this guy just happens to be in it. And in that case, I would probably worry about this guy before Hux, because if you don't take care of him, well, then he's going to just ruin your day. The reason why he's really good on top of his AoE is that whenever, with his Zeta at least, whenever another First Order or Sith is defeated, he immediately refreshes his cooldown and he gets a bonus turn with advantage as well. So it's all kind of scary. On top of that, I think there's a little bit more damage with advantage. All around this guy, if you don't take care of him first and foremost, or kind of just control him as some sort, I guess you could say, he's going to deal some big damage to you, and this guy has done that to me in the past. He has violated me. It is not pretty. That's one I would really recommend for you guys to get up for sure. So that's him. The next guy here is Beidou. Again, there's a lot of Separatists on this whole list, so this is another one here for you guys. And this guy is Beidou. The reasoning why he's on this list is because he gets so much extra bonus turns with his Relentless Barrage. Beidou has a 40% turn to gain 100% turn meter whenever another ally is damaged or is evaded. Evaded is actually a really nice thing here that I have actually forgotten quite a few times, but when I reread his kit, I'm like, oh yeah, I got dodged or something, and he got that extra turn meter, right? So that's another thing. And also, same kind of cooldown percentage chance to refresh one of his cooldowns by 1 or all of his cooldowns by 1. So pretty much the reasoning why he's so good is, on top of that, with his Zeta at least, he gives out 5% more turn meter with all the Separatist droids whenever he inflicts a debuff, or whenever he's getting all these TM or these turns. He's going to be doing a lot of AoEs, and a lot of these AoEs include buff immunity. And that's going to do a lot of extra TM to the team. And on top of that, if you do have B1 in the team, a lot of more critical avoidance. This guy has a really, really solid mastery with more armor, protection, and health steal. He's going to be really hard to kill with relics and masteries, stuff like that. So he's going to be really hard to kill for one, and if you don't take care of him recently or relatively quick in the battle, you're going to be hating yourself. So he's going to be really, really annoying. This next one is kind of maybe one I'm not too sure if I wanted on this list, but I just remember when I was starting off kind of early to mid-game, and I was using JTR a lot versus Bounty Hunters, kind of like the same reasoning with the Dengar. This guy Boba Fett can do some big damage to you. It's not really just about his AoE, because he can't do an AoE here, but it's the execute. Similar things in reasoning like the Spy. He can one-shot somebody. I remember fighting a long time ago a really decently geared turn order relict Jango squad with Nest, and this guy can be very devastating, because if you have the right turn order, he can do his AoE and then really cycle back fast to his execute. And I remember when I was using my Padme early on, I was fighting one of these relic teams, this Jango team, and my Ahsoka just got blasted. absolutely annihilated by this execute, and I almost lost the entire battle. So this is one I think is a really good character. Boba Fett all around is really great. On top of that, if you wanted to, you can get some bounty hunters up. Make this guy one of your priorities, because in the assault battle for the bounty hunters, this is a must in my opinion. You need Boba Fett. He's so good. His ship isn't as good, but this guy for GAC defense is at least really, really strong in my opinion, I think. So this last one here is, of course, Nest. You guys know Nest. You guys have, you know, one time or another, one time in your whole Galaxy of Heroes career have been nested. You have been stuck behind this chick, and you have had no idea how to get around her or get through her because of her fighting instinct unique. So what this means is that whenever she is damaged by an attack, she gets 30% more critical chance and 40% bonus protection stacking. And also, this bonus protection increases an additional 40% each time. So it just kind of gets higher and higher and higher and higher. And if you don't deal big bursts of damage to her, you are going to be stuck behind her for the entire encounter. It's not a good sight to see. I know a lot of people on my Discord make fun of me because in TWs, man, I've lost some to a solo nest. I've timed out with CLS, JTR, whatever it may be. It's happened to me before, and it may have happened to you as well. I have since, though. I will tell you now, I have done my better preparing for these teams with Nest, and I have not failed since. I can assure you guys that. This will not affect me anymore. JTR with her healing immunity is a great way to tackle that. Tenacity down to inflict more stuns, control her really the best ways. In the CLS one, you know, it's a little bit more tricky, honestly, because you have to make sure you get a lot of extra stacks of these critical damage and in offense buffs for your Han, and then you got to just one-shot her, or else you're going to be screwed because of the TMR on your team that they can do to Nest, CLS, Han. They can all TMR, and if you want to toss in 3PO, he is going to TMR as well. Not good. The amount of times I have been stuck behind a Nest is just too many to count. But also on the flip side, again, she can solo so many teams. It is really ridiculous. This is going to be a Relic 7 I'm going to get in the near future, month or two probably out. So it's such a good character, great on defense. Can also be used in any other teams you want. It doesn't have to be a Django team with Scoundrels. It can be really anywhere. A great one is also with Newt. I mean, you can just toss in a bunch of these really annoying characters with Newt and make a really strong team. So, guys, that's going to do it for the video today. If you guys enjoy this one, give it a like, share it around, and sub to the channel if you guys are new here. If you guys have any other cool video ideas that you guys want me to do, you guys just let me know. Do them and send them down below in the comments below. Or if you guys wanted to, check out the Discord. You can see some links above me right here. Or if you wanted to, you can just go down in the description. They're all there as well. But thank you guys for watching this video today. Thank you guys for, wow, I just said it again. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.